$15,445, or 72.09%.
What are the benefits? Oh, go ahead, I'll ask you.
We have the principal on previous bonds that we're taking out for the sewer plant throughout the years. Last year, we had to budget $54,166. This year, we have to budget $70,000, a change of $15,883, or 29% increase. I said I would go back to the wastewater plant and our water. It is the board's intention not to raise water or sewer rates. However, we do have to start paying off a bond that will equal approximately $440,000 a year. So in order to do that, and we will have public hearings on this as early as beginning in February. As soon as this budget is adopted, we could all start concentrating on how we're going to pay for the sewer plant that was in the works for a number of years. We were under DEC consent orders. It cost the village a fortune in fines from the DEC. We have eliminated the fines because we are working with them in good faith. But we still need to come up with that amount to pay back our bond over the next 30 years. So it's the board's intention to open up public meetings, public hearings, to discuss strictly our facility fees, not raising any rates of the water and sewer. We don't think we need to do that. Total assessed value for the village of Washingtonville, if you look up on top, the total assessed value for the village of Washingtonville it's a question mark. We will receive this number from the town of Blooming Grove. Assumed real estate portion revenue of our budget is $3.5 million. We divide that by whatever the village rate is, and that will give us our rate from, look on the bottom, 2020, 2021, which is still a question mark. Last year, from the year before, it went up pennies. Trustee Paul, I think that's what you were referring to in our conversations. It is our intention to keep the rates right where they are, not raise anything for the village of Washington with this budget. We feel this budget is healthy. We have money that is unencumbered from last year. We have approximately 7 weeks left in this budget. Our budget runs from March 1st to February 28th or 29th, depending on if it's a leap year or not. We're one of 7 villages that have that budget, 7 villages in the state. So if you look at the first sheet, going back to the first sheet of the A fund, you notice that we have 2021, $3.5 million. It's down from $4.2 million. But if you looked at the top appropriated fund balance of $675,000. Then it goes into the non-property taxes. We are assuming, and all of these are just guesses, to the best of our knowledge. Orange County sales tax, we receive a check from Orange County based on their collection of sales tax. This year, we budgeted last year we budgeted $999,000. We hope to go well over $1 million from them this year. The economy is good, so we just have to hope that it stays this way. Utility gross receipts, $70,000. Franchises, we budgeted last year $108,000. We actually received a check from franchise Time Warner, Spectrum, of $119,000. We have hub in lieu of taxes and Stonehill tax exempt or a pilot program for Stonehill, Rocky Knoll, and Rocky Point. We have safety inspection fees, zoning fees, planning board fees, recreation, children's, I mentioned before, $23,000. Stop DWI. Again, these numbers could fluctuate. Last year, we budgeted $5,400 for Stop DWI. This year, we're budgeting $5,087. That's strictly on a grant. So whatever we get from that. We have safety and traffic enforcement, fine and forfeiture, Dale. Last year, we budgeted $98,000. This year, we're budgeting the same. That's up in the air. On the second page, you notice we did not include the Vern Allen grant, the road grant, or other park grants that are in the works right now. By doing that, it would have increased our taxes, even though it's a net neutral. You bring in $100,000, $100,000 goes out to fix the parks. We have permits, $85,000. I stated earlier that we anticipate a lot of building this year. And we hope to go over the $85,000. The parking income, very critical that we install that parking system. We have the SRO program, which is, we budgeted $100,000. We have police officers in all three of our buildings, the high school, middle school, as well as Taft. Village Hall renovation. Last year, we budgeted $275,000. This year, we're not budgeting anything. So we will walk through this renovation each week. We will be moving the police department into this building. The Village Hall and other services will be moving upstairs. On one side of the building, the other side of the building would have some police offices, but the police station would be located down here on the ground floor. Questions?
Do we have to include the all-inclusive playground, since we took that, that's all?
Yeah, but that's not, I didn't
Not
include
in
that
there.
until we get that grant, you know, I can't.
Well, that's like the other grants too. Oh, is that under the park grants?
Yeah, that would be,
You won't sit along, speak it.
that's okay. Will they state your name? Yes. Please state your name.
Sean Hagerty, 4 Belvoir Drive. I have a couple of questions. One is, I believe we have a fixed income for utilities, fixed price for utilities. For every one of the places where it says utilities, it's going up. Are we leaving the lights on or something to that effect?
We don't have a, to my knowledge, we don't have a fixed rate.
The Reese lady, what did she fix? The price, there was a young lady, I think her last name was Reese.
That's just what we purchase it at, it's not what we use.
Right, but
We just have
every-
a fixed rate of what we purchase it at.
okay, so I understand that. I misstated what I'm saying. But every place you're showing that you're going up a lot. So do we plan on leaving lights on all night, or what makes it that much of a difference in every, like, right here on the first one, it's 24% more on Village Hall. But if it's the same price, are you gonna be open 24% more? Or,
Our plans are not to be open 24%.
that's
Okay,
my,
our plans are to make sure, and that's the reason why, the fiscal responsibility that we have, that's why we still have $65,000 in that.
they're doing very well, but some of it, maybe, I'm looking at this as maybe as a fluff, just to put money in there, which is no problem with that. Everybody does that. The other bigger question is, which is maybe to the chief, is the price of the dog is stating $20,000. Does that cover continual training, vets benefit, veterinarian, medical coverage, overtime for the gentleman when he has to go train the dog? I don't know if it's once a week, once a month, once a whatever.
Okay.
$20,000 is the initial tangible cost, the dog,
Just the dog.
$8,500. Approximately $6,000 to $8,000 for outfitting a car with a kennel, a separate kennel for the dog. Medical, physical for the dog, food, and some training toys. I project for next year, $2,500 for the cost of the dog. Overtime would be taken out of our overtime budget.
So that's separate
That
from
would
the
be-
dog.
Yeah, that would be incorporated into our regular overtime budget. So would the Garcia Act, which requires some sort of compensation for the dog handler.
It's understandable, he's gonna have, usually get something per hour even off duty, just for,
So I think the 20,000 is a little, I think we can, might be a little bit less our actual costs, but I thought 20,000 would be fair to just have it out front, so we wouldn't go over it.
okay. The next question on the dog is,
When you said vet, I think, did you answer him as that's the initial ongoing veterinary services, or just initial?
So it would include the initial vetting of the dog, to make sure it's healthy enough for patrol work, which would include blood work, physical, x-rays, and then a yearly physical for the dog. We'd be incorporating that 2,500.
they sell insurance for dogs, and it's not that, I don't know what,
I
for a
have it.
professional dog, it may be different for a professional dog than a home dog,
Yeah, we're
which
looking
may
at,
be a wise thing to look into. But the other question is, do we need the dog? The state police have them, the sheriffs have them, and how often are we gonna use the dog?
We've discussed this at length, we feel we need a dog. It'll come
Hey,
in.
well, could you give me a good reason why you discussed it and you think you need it?
Yeah,
Maybe there's things I don't know what's going on in the village.
yeah, chief, please.
dog's a great tool. If the state police or the sheriff's department have one, we have detectives, they have detectives. You need a dog quickly and as fast as you can. Every time we have an incident at the school, we're waiting for dogs to come.
So it's more the school than,
It's not only the school, but it's crime deterrent. It's a great tool to have. Every department I've spoken to that has one reaps lots of benefits from it. Public relations, the dog integrating with the schools, with the kids. The officer gets to interact with the kids at community events. So it's not just a crime deterrent tool, it's also, I think, a great tool for public relations, being at the community events and things like that.
all right. That's acceptable. But I still think it's gonna be more than 20,000.
And for the initial cost, you think?
Yeah.
I mean, I've
So it's
spoken,
not cheap.
yeah, I spoke to our insurance company, I've spoken to at least 5 different police chiefs, and that $20,000 is pretty good budgeted for that. I think I can possibly come underneath. We've applied for a couple grants, and which will pay for if we receive it, the majority cost of the dog.
We get ideas also from other departments what it costs that.
Well, that's where I think it was 20,000.
Right.
Do the
So I
dogs,
think
do the dogs, you get health insurance for them?
We could get.
Healthy Paws, $34 a month. It's an amazing, I just had an incident this weekend, and it will save you a lot of money.
Healthy Paws?
Healthy Paws. My dog ate a pound of grapes this weekend. We were in
That's-
emergency care, yeah. They're terrific. It's $34 a month, and it can save on numerous bills, and if you have any problems, it's all covered, accidents. So I would definitely look into that for the dog.
And your vet takes it? Your vet?
Yes, Goose Pond Animal Hospital.
Thank you.
And it's fixed, how old is your animal?
My dog's 4 years old, and I've had it since I got her. I did a lot of research, because I got my dog with 2 luxating patelines. And she's a lab, and nobody wanted to touch her, so I had every color marker out, and I researched every company, health insurance company around. And Healthy Paws took her, and I was able to have surgery within 10 days. I paid $34 a month, and I'm now 4 years later, and I just had an $800 bill for eating a pound of grapes at Flannery's Saturday night. So, and I had a follow-up yesterday for $200, and they covered 80% of it. There is a $250 deductible, but that's very easy. I strongly, this is gonna be a big part of the community, healthy dogs.
Dogs are just as expensive. to me.
Yeah.
You don't have
Rates.
insurance. My son's
My
had
mother
$1,000,
left him on the
$1,200 bills
couch.
for eating a lot, like,
Next question.
All right.
Next question.
So I have a couple of questions. I'm looking at the
Give us your name, please.
special,
Yeah,
my
name.
name is Henry Ponte, I live at 87 Capitol Drive in Washingtonville. I'm looking at special items in the general fund budget, and we have contingent personnel expense of $45,000 budgeted for the present fiscal year. For the following year, we budgeted $55,000, yet we have no expenditures. Same thing for contingent payroll, $65,000 budgeted in this current fiscal year, and $75,000 budgeted for the next fiscal year. Again, no expenditures. Can you explain why? We're budgeting a $23,000 increase when we
Right
only
now,
expended
yes,
15?
I will. Right now, we have, we just settled the police contract
Mhm.
for the next 3 years. That money, that retro would be coming out of those budget items. We still have open on